The charts are whispering a new trend, and somewhere in the background, a massive wallet just made its move. Analysts are already on edge. The silence has been broken by a gigantic purchase on one of the largest exchanges in the world, signaling a shift in momentum that everyone needs to know about. This is not a drill. Whales are positioning themselves. What's happening with Shiba Inu? Let me explain. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba, if you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts, and stay ahead of the crypto industry. Subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. Please note that by the time you see this video, some rates may have changed. Financial advice is not included in this video. As of November 10th, 2025, Shiba Inu is trading at 1,005 units. This price action follows a period of consolidation. The 24-hour trading volume has seen a significant spike, now resting around $165 million, a crucial indicator that large players are active. The overall market cap of Shiba Inu stands at approximately $5.8 billion, maintaining its position among the top decentralized assets, though it remains vulnerable to the broader crypto market's movements, especially with Bitcoin's recent volatility. Sentiment remains mixed, hovering between fear and neutral, reflecting the battle between accumulation at current low prices and caution due to macroeconomic uncertainty. The core event that has shaken the market is a wave of massive accumulation by whales, specifically those linked to the Binance exchange. According to reports, large wallet addresses have been observed making significant withdrawals from the exchange, a classic sign of long-term holding and reduced intent to sell in the immediate future. This specific whale activity has injected a renewed sense of optimism, contrasting sharply with the general bearish structure that had been prevailing in early November. This large-scale movement suggests that influential holders see the current price as a critical support level for entry. On-chain data confirms this massive shift. According to Whale Stats and Nansen data, in the last 48 hours, there was a net outflow of nearly 1.3 billion Shiba Inu tokens from top exchange wallets. While the volume is slightly offset by smaller inflows, the directional flow points to a strong accumulation trend among the top 100 non-exchange wallets. These wallets are known as the market's smart money. Furthermore, community trackers show that the average size of transactions has increased by close to 40% in the past week, strongly correlating with a surge in whale-sized buys. The immediate effect was a price rebound from the low 993 units seen just a few days prior. Analysts note that this sudden whale activity is strategically timed. As per technical analysis reported, Shiba Inu has been trading below all four of its major exponential moving averages, EMAs, forming a stacked resistance zone. The whale accumulation, however, is a fundamental factor that is challenging this bearish technical outlook. Expert comments suggest that large buyers are stepping in to defend the critical liquidity zone around the 930 units mark. The accumulation is seen as a preemptive strike, positioning for a potential breakout toward the 20-day EMA resistance, which sits near 1068 units. Analyst Javon Marks, as cited in market reports, even suggests the token has exited a prolonged accumulation phase, eyeing a much larger 200% rally on a successful breakout. The community response has been overwhelmingly positive, coining the event as the November whale reversal. Developer team members have remained largely silent on specific whale movements, adhering to their tradition of focusing on utility. However, prominent influencers within the Shiba Inu ecosystem have leveraged the news to reignite bullish momentum on social media platforms. The overwhelming sentiment among the Shib army is that this is validation of the project's long-term potential, seeing the accumulation as a sign that smart money is anticipating a significant ecosystem announcement or a broader market shift. The direct market impact of the whale accumulation was an immediate 0.60% jump in the price of Shiba Inu on November 10, 2025. This seemingly small percentage jump on a unit price masks a deeper behavioral change. The buying pressure successfully pushed the price from the day's low back above the psychological 1,000 units level, restoring a measure of confidence. The accumulation also caused a short-term spike in the open interest for Shiba Inu futures, suggesting that derivative traders are beginning to hedge or bet on a continued rise following the spot market's positive signal. The overall volume distribution indicates a healthy mix of both retail and institutional participation, but the momentum is clearly being driven by the large-scale, off-exchange transactions. The short-term outlook is cautiously bullish, entirely dependent on the market's ability to hold the 973 unit support level. Technical forecasts suggest that if the current accumulation trend continues, Shiba Inu could successfully break above the 20-day EMA at 1068 units within the next week. If that resistance is successfully breached and held, the path opens up for a test of the nearest major supply zone around 1250 units by the end of the month, as per analysis. Failure to hold the key support, however, would likely see a retest of the low at 930 units. The midterm view from 1 to 3 months is optimistic, provided Bitcoin stabilizes above the $100,000 mark. The fundamental catalyst remains the anticipated expansion of the ecosystem utility. Crypto journalists suggest that the price range for this period could swing from a low of 1064 units to a potential high of 3,120 units, according to conservative price models. A move towards the upper end of this range would require a strong reversal of the current downtrend and a successful reclaim of the 100-day and 200-day EMAs, which currently stand significantly higher. The persistent whale accumulation is laying the groundwork for this potential midterm move. The long-term projection for Shiba Inu, spanning 3 months to 3 years, is fundamentally tied to the success of its utility-focused ecosystem developments. Experts project a massive, multi-year breakout, with some optimistic models suggesting a high target of 12860 units by 2028, representing a substantial gain from current prices. This bullish outlook hinges on the full decentralization of its DAO, the integration of new AI tools into Shibarium, and the successful launch of its planned Layer 3 solution, the Shib Alpha layer. The whale accumulation seen today is interpreted as institutional capital taking a position based on this long-term utility narrative, rather than short-term hype alone. The expansion of the Shiba Inu ecosystem continues at a steady pace, despite the utility deficit in its Layer 2 solution. As per data, the total value locked TVL on Shibarium remains a point of concern, hovering near $1.84 million. However, the development team is actively pursuing upgrades to the DAO governance framework for multi-vote strategies, aiming to decentralize decision-making further by Q4 2025. Future plans also include the implementation of a Shib-backed stablecoin and an AI ecosystem integration in 2026, which would leverage partnerships with major tech infrastructure providers. These utility catalysts are the true long-term drivers that whales are reportedly positioning for. So, there you have it. The giant Binance whales are moving with surgical precision, signaling a potential floor for Shiba Inu. This accumulation is a huge vote of confidence, transforming the technical outlook from bearish caution to bullish anticipation. The next few weeks will be critical to see if this big money movement translates into a sustained price rally towards that key resistance level. Keep your eyes peeled for more ecosystem updates. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.